If you hang out or participate in online forums, Facebook pages for stage hypnotism, certainly what you've seen is that there tends to be a lot of philosophizing and debating what approaches are better for people's shows. It's so important to understand what makes the Imagination Lab awesome is that we don't do any of that. Imagination Lab is completely devoted to working a creative process. It is 100% dedicated to getting you new material for your show, and that's it. And everyone that comes into that space is completely dedicated to that. I would go so far as to say it is a collaborative space unlike anything you've ever seen before in the world of entertainment hypnotism. The people who participate in Imagination Lab are amazing. They're awesome. And they give themselves freely and fully to the process of creating new ideas and helping each other. It's the whole rising tide lifts all boats thing. Nobody owns any of the ideas because we're collaborating. How can you claim that you have sole ownership of an idea when we're collaborating together? So the ideas that come up, you can take them and test them in your show. Then you can come back to a future Imagination Lab and you can report, I did it this way and it worked great. And we can have that continued development. We make some time for that occasionally. But most of the time, we're just in a creative protocol or a process that's really pushing everyone in the group to just focus on creating. Get rid of the limiting beliefs about what you can and can't do. Get rid of your filters that make you check things before they've even started. We create a space in which we're just making shit happen every single month. It's really affecting people's shows in the most wonderful ways. It's what's going to get you away from symphony orchestras, napkins or $100 bills, all of these bits, which on their own, they're good bits, but they're being repeated by so many people for decades now. If you want to build a show that really feels like it's yours, the Imagination Lab is the space that's going to help you make that happen. Because you're going to have a synergistic effect of other people there with you, helping you generate ideas, riff off of the idea into better ideas, and so on and so on. I just want to clarify one other thing. On this page that this video is hosted on, it says that the Imagination Lab was created when I was the education chair for the ISHA, and I'm no longer part of the ISHA, but I want to just make it clear in case some people want. This is not a stolen idea. We had an agreement when we all formed the ISHA that any intellectual property that we created while we were part of the organization, we would retain. So since the member asked me to build this thing and I built it, I feel like I have a claim to it as my intellectual property. Now, the ISHA might keep doing the Imagination Lab, and if they do, that's fine. I'm cool with it. But I also am doing my version of it. So I just want to be, if any of you are wondering, like me and the folks at ISHA, we went separate ways. We're on good terms. Those are my friends. I love them. Everything's cool. But I still am doing Imagination Lab because I love it so much and I think it's valuable.